from Sherlock Holmes. So there's a big wall, and I have to climb up this ladder to get on top of the wall, and then I will take the ladder and hit it on the side of the wall and break the ladder in half, and then throw the pieces down so he can't come up behind me. So they put the ladder up against the wall, and I come running over, climb up the ladder, pick up the ladder, hit it on the side of the wall with all the strength I could find. Nobody saw the ladder. The ladder was solid. So could you imagine when you hit that, it went right up my head, down to my toes, and I'm going, oh God. So the director said, what happened? I said, it would break if somebody were to saw the ladder. So he comes over and nobody saw the ladder. Anyhow, they saw the ladder. And this was done on the moors in Yorkshire. It was freezing cold. It was November. When I tell you it was freezing cold. And the best part of it was this. When I broke the ladder, I have to run. Because by this time, he's trying to find a way now to get up to get to me. And I'm running. I could always remember this. Excuse the language. There was a bit of dog shit on the ground. And the dog shit was frozen solid. And my toes hit it, and I tripped, fell flat on my face, sprawled all the way down. And everybody started to laugh. I said, I don't think it's funny. Imagine falling over dog shit. Look at me, I'm all flat. And the dog shit haven't moved. It's still as stiff as anything. God, that was something else. But those are my funny times. I did in movies. Very, very funny. Very, very funny. Another time he was doing, how do they call it, a Conan Doyle mystery playhouse. And I played the part of the mummy. And we were filming in Oxford University. And I was supposed to be dead in this coffin, wrapped up with all the bandages and all that sort of thing, you know. But the makeup on my face and all the bandages, because they had to make my face out of rubber to fit, like it's rotten. And over my eye, they had a piece of net, and they put worms over the net. So it looked like the worms are coming out from my eyes, like. And that used to take about 3 hours to put on. So anyhow, we filmed that morning, and we had to break for lunch. So they said to me, Sonny, unfortunately, we can't take the makeup off because it's going to put us 3 hours again behind. So I'm saying, okay. So we left everybody. We went by bus to a pub where we had for dinner and all that sort of thing. And so I said to them, I said, well, everybody going and I'm going to make a grand entrance, you know, with all this rotten stuff hanging off of me, bandage hanging here, all this sort of thing. And I could always remember this woman had those tenants glass full with beer. And I came through that door when everybody had gone in, and when I pushed open the door, it banged on the side of the bar, and I was walking like this, dragging a leg. This woman, you want to hear these people scream because they didn't expect anything like this, and I came in and I started to laugh, and guess what happened? The makeup I had underneath there moved because it was rubber, it moved, so my mouth ended up here, and my mouth itself was over here. So if I had to eat chips, I had to push it in here and fit it in to come around here. Oh God! So when I got back to shoot, they still had to do the whole makeup again. He was not pleased. Oh dear! But so far, that's it.
Talking of makeup, you're also well known for playing Ice Warriors. What are your memories of Ice Warrior makeup and costumes?
Well, put it this way. The makeup wasn't all that bad, because what they did was they put a rubber mouthpiece on, green with scales on it. But the costume, Jesus, the man who invented that costume needs shooting, because it was wicked, because you had to put this rubber arm on, and you had to strap across the back. So you strap this arm on to this rubber, so that held their arms on, right? Then the legs come straight up again, like rubber. Big feet. When I tell you big feet, I mean big feet. And when you walk, you used to flap, you know, that sort of thing. And they used to put these rubber things on. Rubber, well, it's like, well, if you like to call it rubber pants, he used to go right the way up and he used to strap around your back. Then they got this fiberglass front and fiberglass back piece. And this had to be bolted on you. So they used to bolt here, bolt to the top, bolt between your legs. So that held it in place. And the first time I put it on, I didn't feel too bad, you know. But when you're filming for about 4 or 5 hours in it, it becomes rather uncomfortable. And I started to sweat. And the sweat was pouring down from here, right down. My body was sweating, the legs. And at one time, when I first felt it, I walked and I heard something go, phew, phew. And I go, what the hell is that? Then I went like this, phew, phew. So then I realized, my feet is filling up with water. So I called makeup, I said, you got to get the legs off. They said, why? I said, there's something in there. They said, there's nothing there when you put it on. I said, I'm telling you, there's something in there with my feet, because every time I walk, it's sloshing about in there somewhere. So now they didn't like the idea, because they had to take the back off, they had to take the front off, then they unstrap the leg and take it off. And I'm not kidding you. In one day, they will fill a bucket. And that's only me sweating away there. And it went on like this all the time. And then when it came the part where they had to kill me off, I was very pleased about it, you know, because I'm going to get out of this damn thing. And I stood there, so the stunt coordinator came over to me. He said, how are you going to fall? I said, there's only one way I can fall. If I fall in the back is going to hit the ground first. If I fall in the front, the front is going to hit the ground first. I'd rather fall where I'm seeing I'm going to fall. I don't want to fall back and I don't know what's going to happen down there. So I'm looking forward, and I fell down, not thinking. The stomach was bigger than the back. So the stomach was like this. So when I fall forward, I'm going to land on that stomach. And I went straight down on the stomach. And as I hit the stomach, it went up in there. And I went, ooh, shit. And that's when, how do you call him, John Poetry came over. You all right, Sonny? Yes, in a minute. Oh, was I in agony. And I had bruises right up my groin here for weeks after that. Oh, it was wicked, wicked. And every time I met John Poetry in the road, if he was driving past and he saw me, he'd pull up, he says, how is the groin then? He was so funny. Oh, dear. Yeah. I had funny times. To be honest with you, I enjoyed every moment working on Doctor Who series. And I was one of the fortunate ones that worked with 2 of the Doctor Who's, John Poetry and Patrick Charlton. And both of them were very nice people I worked with. And I wouldn't say I regretted doing it. I enjoyed every moment of it. And as I said before, I met a lot of interesting people, which I like to do. I like to meet new faces, talk with people, that sort of thing, like, you know. And it was very nice for me. I enjoyed it. To be honest with you, I really enjoyed my work. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people don't, but I enjoyed my work, you know. It was always a laugh, you know. It was very nice.
Okay, Sonny, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Yeah.